Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shifts and how to navigate them. So, a couple of days ago, I was feeling like big mad energy, and someone was just like big mad, or a couple people were big mad at you. And now, Cleo, Mio, baby, what are you doing? A bottle, huh? Sorry. Now they be big sad. So, yeah. But they're recognizing like their part in the matter, the fact that they came at you or towards you with unbalanced energy, right? And they were very confused about what they wanted, and they didn't show you, right? So they can't be upset. They're recognizing they can't really be upset with you, for choosing to go, because you knew that they were, what's the word? Inconsistent, that they weren't choosing you, right? And so you had to choose you, right? You had to leave the situation that you felt like you always had to be at war with yourself. And you felt like you were trapped in this, like, this state of not being grateful for life, right? And you're like, I can't stay where I feel unappreciated, undervalued, right? And out of the charms we got, see, because you're this magician and you recognize like you create all things, and you don't have to stay anywhere. You can choose to go, right? In any situation, job, relationship, yeah, that you can create all things, right? And out of the charms we've got, did I say charms again? Someone needs to get themselves some charms. We've got the moon. I do think someone in relation to you is recognizing like, I heard where they're their own worst enemy, and they're not looking at like their shadow, their dark self, right? Or they're not listening to their intuition as well. And then we got shot through the heart. And so this person is feeling shot through the heart when it comes to you, right? And they are recognizing that they need to like work out. Maybe they need to get a bicycle, whatever. They're recognizing like a lot of the ways you were an inspiration for this person because like you were always taking care of yourself, right? And that they're recognizing they need to start opening their heart to life, right? And learning to go with the flow, to let go of control, right? And that they too hold this magic that they envy so much in you. They too are ethereal cats, right? As my cat starts playing with the toy. I'm just saying. I thought I had a confirmation. I don't know what it is. Yeah. And they're definitely being called to like sing their own song and to let spirit lead them. I'll flip you off. Let spirit lead them as well. That like they're recognizing all the things that they admire in you are things that they too hold. Right? So that you're definitely inspiring someone to look at themselves, to hold themselves, right? To really fall in love with themselves. Yeah, and they're being called to like embody this emperor status, like really get into their creativity. I flip you off again. I hope that's not super loud. I feel like an ass taking all their toys away. So you may have been a little cutthroat with this emperor. Like you cut them off because you were able to see their potential and you were frustrated that they couldn't see their potential. This doesn't mean it has to be a masculine, because we all have masculine and feminine energies. I, most of the time, am in my masculine energy, right? But it was your justice to leave this situation, right? So that you could see yourself more clearly is what I heard. Yeah, because you weren't. And now I heard you're standing on top of the wheel, but this is the world. You're recognizing you have the whole world in your hands, like, right? You may have prayed to your spirit guides to like help you know what path to take with this person, place, situation, whatever it would be for you. Yeah, because you really wanted it to be this 10 of Pentacles, right? But Spirit, I think, told you that you had to leave the situation. Yeah, because it was burdensome and it was blocking you from standing in your own light, from standing in your confidence, right? Because this person, place or thing, was putting a lot of burden on you and expecting you to carry it all, right? And so Spirit gave you a choice. If you want to be standing in your light, you have to leave what you think is comfortable and go towards what is truly safe and secure, right? And you listen to Spirit, and Spirit's proud. Yeah. because now you're letting go of anxiety. You're learning to sing your own song, really like, yeah. And Spirit told you this tower is going to come in and crush everything you think you are, right? And now you're setting yourself free from who you think you should be, and you're just being with this beautiful human experience. You're learning to meditate, right? And you're learning to let go of control, like no longer hold yourself hostage from who you think you should be, right? And you're being called to like put yourself out there. Don't hoard yourself from the world. Hold, same diff, right? And you're being called to heal the pain caused by this situation and not focus so much on like the pain that it did cause, right? Allow the feelings to feel, right? Allow that feeling, because it's healing, but don't like focus on it, right? Because you want to focus on the feeling you want to feel, right? You want to focus on the fact that you are this, I heard Empress, but you are this, I heard embodied knowing. That was weird, but you are this high priestess, right? You are connected to your higher heart chakra, and you're being called to like recognize yourself. See, and a big download lately has been like, see your butterfly wings, right? I know, go look in the mirror, stick your butterfly ass in the mirror. But yeah, I hope that's not too loud. Yeah, and so you're being called to get out of your head, right? Yeah, and stop holding yourself hostage to who you think you should be, or who this person thought you should be, right? Yeah, because you're being called to celebrate yourself, right? But also get out of your head. Don't take any quick action, like from your headspace. So if your heart's telling you something, it's a different story. But if your headspace is like, quick, go now, egoic style, you know what I mean? You're not meant to be following that egoic, rah, 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 quick energy, right? I got some new oracle cards and I absolutely love them. They're called Inner Peace. I want to change. There's ones about alcohol, which I don't drink, and I don't think drinking is really like good for us. Actually, I know it's not. I've done a lot of research because for a long time I wanted to keep drinking. I was like, come on, life. Yeah, and so I wanted to quit, or I wanted to keep drinking, but then life kept showing me in all the ways that drinking was bad for me. It literally like damages your brain every time you drink. It kills your brain cells every time you drink. So then life was like, no, you gotta quit. So I'm gonna change all the drinking ones to something else. But yeah, meditate, which we have been called to do, right? It's better than sitting around doing nothing. That's so clever. All right. They seriously crack me up because they're like, funny. Yeah. Visualize world peace. Peace. Peace, it starts with releasing the bullshit and really like sitting with yourself, right? And so I think that's what Spirit is calling us to do, is like be with ourselves, be with this beautiful human experience and nothing else. Like, oh, the first part, give me a Nirvana dance. I can dance too. Like no one's watching, or if they are, give it up. I like it. Okay, and then we've got live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air, get your sweet ass outside. So, might need some grounding. Oh, that's one we already read. It's better than that one's have a beautiful day. And then it says cultivate inner buddy, but with an H. I love it like Buddha. Okay, that's freaking hilarious. I really do. I love it. I am obsessed. I am going to fix the ones. So yeah, see? Because I don't drink wine. So I want to find like some, maybe like put kombucha on there instead, you know? Or something that rhymes with wine. You could put weed. I'm still an advocate for weed. Even though I'm going to quit smoking that too so I can cultivate my, I heard curiosity, but I meant creativity, right? To chill and try an ice cube, and then it says to become more fluid, add wine. But we're gonna change that. I'm not an advocate for drinking. Okay, let's get some mine, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, they really want to talk to you. Okay, we've got the world sees you as you see you. That's why it's important you love yourself. Your past struggles are your strength today. You're attracted to the fact that they are unavailable. Hashtag attracted to red flags. Okay, fam, same. That's definitely what I'm healing, is being attracted to unavailable people. So now I'm just like, nope, you're going to be by yourself until you learn to love yourself there. You are unhappy because you're letting fear run your life. Love is the answer. Instant gratification kills long-term happiness. Feel the pain. Feel it all. Distraction. Celebine, celedic. So, yeah. Let go of the distractions. Act as if you are an alien blob new to a body. Get to know and love your temple. And be in it without like getting in your headspace, right? Call your power back, blessed and transmuted. Goddess energy says that. Own your energy. Okay, Cleo Mio. Honey, where is that thing? Sorry, guys. I hope you can hear it. Okay, we've got yellow. So that's your solar plexus. Really getting into your confidence era is what I heard. My emotions are valid. Hashtag intuition on point. So if your emotions are telling you something about someone or a place or thing, right? It's time you believe it instead of being like, no. Or like pushing it off to the side. Or being like, oh, I'm being mean. No, your emotions are telling you this about this person, place, or thing for a reason. And it's time you listen to it because your intuition is dinging you for a reason. Jump. Take action on your ideas. Get the fuck outside. See, that's the second one we heard about getting outside. It will get rid of your big sad, yo. Right? Bless everything. Hashtag magical. And expect miracles. What's the best that can happen? And that's how you create them, is by expecting them, right? All right, guys. I hope this helps.